from Wave in Louisville, Kentucky. This is Listens Live.
Hello, everyone. Good afternoon to you, and happy Monday. Thanks for joining us here on Wave Listens Live. I'm your host, Brian Schlonsky, and as always, we've got a great show for you today as we take you right to the Monday afternoon rundown here and show you who you can expect on the program today. We will be starting things off today with TriCor Healing Center, followed by Goodwill Industries of Kentucky, and then Dr. Ryan Wermeling will round out the show today. But before we get into those great segments here today, we have got another giveaway. We've had this rolling for a couple of days, so you know the drill by now. It's that time of year. Lights under Louisville, always a holiday wonderland. So you and your family will get the chance to drive your car through the Mega Cavern to experience the only underground holiday light show in the world. Today, as we've been doing, we are going to give away some priority passes for you to experience some of that holiday magic for yourself. All you got to do is call the number on your screen, 502-571-5263. It's your chance to win a ticket. Now, you do have to have a valid email account. That's how you'll access your promo code to get that electronic ticket. But again, all you got to do to win is just call the number, 502-571-5263. All right, so we mentioned our first segment here is with TriCor. I want to get into some things because over 20 million people in the United States alone are suffering from painful, debilitating peripheral neuropathy. And Dr. James Harding is here with us today. He works with TriCor Healing Center to tell us a bit about how they help patients get rid of some of that pain, get back to doing the things that they all love to do again. So, Doctor, it's great to have you on the show today, and big thanks for sharing some of your wisdom out there, because I know it helps a lot of people.
No, it's a pleasure to be here. Thank you so much for having us.
I think the first thing we should just dive right into is for people that are hearing about this or new to it, is just what is neuropathy?
It's a great question. In its simplest form, it's simply nerve damage, specifically to the peripheral nerves. Now, those nerves are the farthest from the heart, which are usually the hands and the feet that they're experiencing.
So if I was at home and I'm hearing this and I'm wondering some things, how would I know if I have neuropathy? What would be some of the signs?
What we see most commonly for patients that come in, burning, tingling, numbness, pins and needles, the aspects that they feel like they're walking on marbles, or that they have socks stuffed between their toes. Even some have shared that when they sleep, even the sheer of the blanket going across their feet can be extremely painful. So any of those signs or symptoms could be that you may have neuropathy.
And these are basic things that we're not even talking about living a normal life here. It's hard to go to sleep, probably affects your balance and all types of different things.
That's one of my biggest concerns is the balance, because we know that the mortality rate of those over 70, if they fall and break something, it increases dramatically. So if we can avoid that by preventing some of the balance and coordination issues, that it's a huge win.
Dr. Harding, I want to talk for a second about treatment options, because I know it seems like with everything these days, people are very quick to throw a medication at something and say, this is what I'm going to do. Why is it important to maybe look at other ways to treat neuropathy?
Good question. I mean, there's a time and place for medication. Medication works in most cases with acute problems. With neuropathy, it's chronic, it's degenerative. With neuropathy, the medications simply just mask the problems. They don't really fix it. And what happens is that over time, if it's left untreated, neuropathy is going to get worse and worse. And so we want to really get to the root of it and work on it naturally.
Kind of to your point, if I'm at home and I have already been on medications for neuropathy and it's not working, and I'm wondering, is there any treatment? Is there anything that's going to work? How do you guys address patients like that?
That question's asked daily. Is it going to work for me? And the question is it works. We're seeing success every single day. And what's exciting is that with the latest research, the newest technology, we are changing people's lives by getting their, the simple things as far as just simply being able to drive to the store because they can feel their foot on the pedal, playing with their grandkids, walking, not sleeping with their feet burning. So yes, we're seeing it day in day. We have over a 90% success rate, and so we're very excited to provide that for our patients.
When you have patients that come in and have suffered for a long time and they've told you these stories and haven't been able to do basic things like drive to the grocery store or play with their grandkids, and they go through a treatment that, as you mentioned, having a 90% success rate, you have a lot of success stories in there. When you talk to the people after and they're starting to get their lives back, your patients, what are those moments like, and how does that keep you moving forward?
I mean, I haven't had that asked before. to me, at this point in my career, this has been the most rewarding. I've seen high-level athletes, and we've worked on different things in regards to injuries and preventive injuries. But seeing individuals that have lost freedoms that we take for granted, to me, is the best reward. And it's really. All my staff, all my office, we're very passionate, we're very dedicated to get results. And so we do everything we can to make sure that our patients are getting there as well. So to me, it's an amazing feeling, it really is.
I can imagine that now that you've gone down this road and it's something that you're so specialized in, is this a major issue in our community? How many people out there are dealing with things like this and suffering that could probably be getting some help if they just made a call?
It's documented, there's over 20 million people that suffer from neuropathy in the U.S. I think that's low, just for the amount that we're seeing, because there's a lot that they just kind of go day by day and don't really do anything for it at all. And so we're seeing those patients, so the number to treat is great. And we're doing the best we can to reach as many people as we can. That's why we're here today, to try to inform and educate and to really provide some answers. A lot of people that come to the office may have it, they may not have it, but we want to point them in the right direction. If they don't, and if they do, we can provide the treatment that they need.
I was going to say, speaking of that, who is the best candidate to come in and have treatment?
Yeah, is with the symptoms that I mentioned before, anyone that's suffering from any type of nerve pain, the tingling, the burning, the numbness, the balance issues, the proprioception, where they can't seem to feel very stable, and those that just haven't received any answers. They want some direction. And a lot of times people are just very frustrated because there's a lot of misconceptions. Some say it can't be reversed, some say it can. So we want to give them, in essence, hope that there is a plan and treatment that can help them.
I was going to say, just an action plan, just to do something instead of sitting back and dealing with pain and discomfort and not being able to do things just because you've heard things on the internet or for somebody else, or maybe a different doctor that wasn't able to do the things that you're able to do. I think one of the last things that I want to know from you, if I'm listening in the audience and I'm thinking, I suffer from these things, I've been told this, I need an action plan. What are the steps, the best ways to get in contact with you, kind of set up a consultation? How do you want people to go about all that?
What we have set up now is that for those that call in, or not call in, but those that take advantage of what we're talking about now,
sure.
We have some slots. Typically an exam, neurologic, thermal scan, all that included for the first 2 visits, usually $249. We're waiving all that. We're at no cost. And so for those that call in, the first 25 people that call our office, which I think will be posted, we want to get them in and simply to see if they're a candidate, to kind of point them in the right direction and really give them an action plan, as you mentioned, so that we can start them on the course of healing.
Yeah, I want to hit that one more time to make sure people can take advantage of this. If you're among the first 25 people to call in, you'll get that in-depth consultation and the exam absolutely free. You can get into the office. The number again, 502-861-5290. Dr. Hardy, I want to thank you so much for being here today, sharing this great information, offering a special like this around the holidays, and then of course all the help that you've given so many people in our community.
I appreciate that.
I know it doesn't go unnoticed.
Yeah, thank you very much.
All right, well, stay with us here on Wave Listens Live. We've got another great segment coming your way next.